Everybody, how you doing? Mikey's here with a nicotine pouch review that is kind of weird because when I saw this, my first thought was, why? Why? Anyway, we are talking today about Rogue nicotine pouches, tobacco flavored, 6 milligram. Now, why would you have a nicotine pouch that's flavored like tobacco? It's called snus. Snus. S-N-U-S. Snus. That's where it's pretty much a tobacco flavored nicotine delivery system that is extremely safe as an alternative to smoking. So, why do you have an artificially tobacco flavored nicotine pouch product? I do not know. I'm soon going to find out how close they came to a tobacco product. Knowing my luck, this is going to taste like cigarettes. I don't like cigarettes. Never have, never will. Don't smoke them. Anyway, there's your cover shot. Rogue 6 millimeter nicotine on demand tobacco pouches with the obligatory warning label. Thank you, government. On the side, we have net weight 0.48 ounces. That's 13.5 grams to you metric people. Sale is only allowed in the United States. Underage sale is prohibited. Rogue Holdings LLC down in Jacksonville, Florida. And this is a subsidiary of Swisher International. Got all the information I just read. UPC, keep out of reach of children. There's their logo. Going on over here, tobacco, 6 milligram, 20 nicotine pouches. Back into a logo, and around we go. On the back here, warning labels, and hey, look, there's more warning labels. There's 1, 2, 3 different types of warning labels on here. It has a lot number. Oh no, I only got a month and a half to try this before it reaches its best buy date. Oh no. Contains synthetic nicotine. It says it right there on the label. This is a synthetic nicotine product, and it does contain nicotine, which is an addictive chemical. Yes. Okay. Enough of the pleasantries. Let's crack this bad boy open and see what tobacco-flavored nicotine pouches are like. As you can tell by the tone of my voice, I don't have high hopes. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. There's your money shot. Off-white nicotine pouches. These are a fairly dry, slightly moist, but for the most part they're dry. The first sniff says, ooh, tobacco. The lingering sniff is like, what's behind that tobacco? It does have an almost dip-like aroma to it. I will give them that. But there's something else hiding in that background, just on the edge of that tobacco aroma. There's your pouches. Slightly bigger than a Zen, slightly smaller than the others. A little bit on the wider side. It goes. Not even getting a contact sensation off this thing yet. Give it a second to juice up a little bit. Might have felt slightly moist. I think it's because this is cold. It was been sitting up here in the attic and it's a little chilly today. Slight natural tobacco flavor. Almost a hint of smokiness. That's kind of weird. Contact sensation is minimal. That's kind of weird. Usually with nicotine pouches, it's like, woo, there it is. Whoop, whoop, there it is. So that song from back there. I'm dating myself, aren't I? Now, if I was really dating myself, I remember when Michael Jackson was young. And I remember when Thriller first came out. Yeah. Okay. It does have a tobacco taste to it. It's like a natural tobacco. It's almost like a natural dip, which is kind of weird. I'm getting some salt, getting some tobacco. I'm not sure if that's just the tobacco or if there's a kiss of smokiness that they put in there. But it's kind of weird. There's like no contact sensation whatsoever, which is kind of strange from a nicotine pouch. Most nicotine pouches I've tried, you get that little burn going on in there telling you you're getting your nicotine. This is a very minimal contact sensation. This is a 6 milligram pouch, but even usually those have some kind of burn. And now that I'm saying that, I'm getting a little bit more burn, and it's raining buckets again, and I'm having to raise my voice on this confounded metal roof. Come on. Hasn't rained all morning. I come up here and yeah, there we go. The flavor's not bad. I just have to keep telling myself that this is artificially flavored. It's not snus, not by any stretch of the imagination. If this was a natural snus, it would be a richer, more fuller-bodied flavor, and there'd be some bergamot hiding in the background. So, I'm not sure what to make of this. Honestly, it does have a tobacco flavor. It's not full-on cigarette like I was fearing. It's almost dip-like, almost like a slight nod towards natural dipping tobacco. It gives you that nice natural flavor, but there's kind of something else in there that I can't quite make out what it is. No sweetness that I can detect. Just that natural tobacco flavor, a little bit of saltiness coming from the nicotine salts and everything. But there's like something lingering in the background that tells me this crap's not real. But yeah, it's not a robust flavor. It's just like a mellow tobacco flavor. But yeah, it's kind of weird. And the lack of a significant contact burn, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting some significant contact burn and to taste a cigarette. I'm tasting more like natural tobacco you would find in a dip. Some saltiness and a complete lack of any significant contact sensation. And now that I mention that, a complete lack of any nicotine hit. Huh. Did I buy a can of Duds? I don't know. Almost tempted to dual pouch it, but then the nicotine will kick in and I'll be screwed. Yeah. Rogue. Tobacco pouches. It's got tobacco flavor. I'm not feeling much of a nicotine contact sensation though, which is kind of strange. No sweetness that I can detect, just that tobacco flavor. And there's something way in the background. Kind of reminds me of kayak. Kayak natural dips. They got a good natural flavor, and there's a little something in the background. It's not enough to be annoying, but just enough to let you know that it's there. And I'm not sure what that flavor is. But the kayak naturals, now they were good naturals. I like kayak naturals. They're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. But they had that lingering little bit of aftertaste that kind of made you wonder what else was in there. That's kind of what I'm getting on this. It's giving you that natural tobacco flavor, but there's something in the background that's letting you know this just isn't quite right. I keep moving this thing around hoping to get some contact sensation. Very, very minimal contact sensation, which is kind of strange. Have I said that before? Yes, I have. Anyway, I will let you guys go because, quite honestly, I'm going to get this out of my mouth. Rogue tobacco pouches, 6 milligram. There is some tobacco flavor. There's something else lingering just on the edge of that tobacco flavor that I can't quite make out. It's not necessarily bad, but I wouldn't necessarily call it good. It's just there. Minimal nicotine contact sensation. I don't know if that has something to do with the tobacco flavoring, kind of masking that, or if maybe these things are 6 weeks away from their prime and they're showing it. I don't know. But anyway, Rogue tobacco flavored nicotine pouches. I'd rather have some snus, to be quite honest. If I'm going to have something with a tobacco flavor, I'll throw a snus pouch in my mouth. But yeah, if you don't want to get snus and you want some little bit of tobacco flavor, these might be worth a shot for you. They're just not my style. Anyway, that's been Rogue tobacco flavored nicotine pouches. Not the best Rogue I've ever tried. No. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Take care. Bye.